Hey, quick thing. Sorry I'm late on this upload. I was really busy. Subscribe if you hate me. Happy Pride Month, even though I'm only getting one video out this month. Whoopsie. Let's just start. Hey. How you doing? I wanna design some monsters. So that's the intro. I've got alien, eldritch, and a cryptid to design. I want to start with an alien because aliens are pretty cool. I'm not really sure how to design a creature, so I should probably look it up. For a good creature design, we gotta think of where it comes from. Where does it come from? I feel like that's something I want to decide later, honestly. Well, too late. Not too late, too early. What kind of environment does it live in? What if it's like a desert, but trees are weirder? It's like an absurdist painting or something. Okay, you know what? Let's just design something for hot temperatures. What would I look up? Hot temperature animal traits. Larger surface area to volume ratios. Long appendages. Specialized mechanisms for evaporative cooling. Sweating. Thick fur or feathers. I don't know. I don't know any aliens that are scary that also have fur on them. I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking right now, regardless of where these creatures come from. You know, like bugs? You know, bugs? They're pretty gross, huh? You know what I hate? I hate bugs with like shell platings. It's so gross. It's so gross, and I should probably use that. What if I do like a praying mantis or something? Because I want to be able to look up. Ugh, I hate bugs. I hate bugs. I also find crabs really gross. I could do. Oh, don't have it on your hand. I know it's harmless, but like, gross. It's gross. It's gross. Bugs. So what are the traits of this praying mantis? It's very long. Oh wait, it's got like 4 legs for walking, and then 2 legs for hands for praying. For prayer. I mean, this is pretty much praying mantis if I've ever seen one. So what it do? How can I add on to this to make me hate it more? What if? No. So what I really hate about crabs is the bottom of crabs. It's so gross. Wait, I don't want to look it up for reference. Ugh, God. Okay, I gotta be brave. Ugh, God, it's so gross. You may think I'm overreacting, but this is yucky. So I hate this. I hate these. It makes me so uncomfortable. They got little abs, which is kind of funny. I'm not looking at my phone right now. Close that tab. So I hate this design. Not design. I hate the design of crabs. Who decided on that? Okay, so what if this thing, right? This kind of gross, I guess it's like a lot of limbs connecting right next to each other, along with the shells and I don't even know what the word is. I guess maybe it's the joints that are under, like, that I see. I don't know how crabs work and I don't want to look it up, but I feel like if anything it's probably like a ball joint type of situation, you know? Is that how that works? I don't know. But like, that's kind of what this looks like. That's what I think it would look like. I don't want to make this the face or anything, because I feel like that's not quite right. What if it's like it's got a long body, long thin body, right? And then the front has all this. No, that's kind of basic. I hate bugs and I hate bugs and crabs and spiders, because spiders are just the gross combination of both of those things. We gotta crab this out real quick. Dude, I hate the way spiders and crabs move. They like move side to side and it's so gross. Oh God, I'm gonna have to look it up again for. Okay, bottom of crab. Jesus. Oh fuck, it's so gross. Oh, just keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Don't look away. Don't look away. Don't look away. Okay, so it has like, okay, it's getting less bad now. So it's definitely the shell plating that really bothers me though. So that's good to know. Ugh, and I don't like dry crabs. If the crab is underwater, it's like, okay, that's a crab. It's where it's supposed to be. But it looks so gross when it's like dry. Ugh. Ugh. All right, they've got kind of this signature thing crabs have, huh? I wish I was brave enough to look up more stuff about bugs and bug physiology, because I feel like that would really help me design a bug-like alien, but you know, it's so gross. I wonder if I can get away with... Is it the fact that these are limbs, or is it the design itself that really messes with me? Like, if I don't think of this as limbs, but rather just what it looks like, what does that make me feel? I don't fear the crab claws. I fear the bottom of a crab. That's such a dumb fear. The bottom of something. Really? But I'm not afraid of it. It's like, I just find it very gross and unpleasant to look at. What is the bottom of crabs called? Apron. The plate on the bottom of a crab. Plate. Don't like that wording. Yeah, okay, so something about shells and armor of bug or bug-like creature is what really bothers me. Not legs. It's like it like wraps around the thing, maybe. You know, this makes me a little uncomfortable, so I think I'm getting somewhere. I don't think I'm necessarily gonna fear this because I am, you know, creating it. So this is something to do with its body. I don't want to just make this, you know, the body of praying mantis, because I feel like that just looks like a praying mantis wearing a sweater. But I do think I like this idea here. Bugs, more like, no thank you. Okay, so something I really like about the xenomorph is that it's kind of like skinny and creepy looking like that. I might try something like that. We can get rid of the praying mantis. Like, what would I actually find creepy? Because I feel like, say I make it look like a creeper from Minecraft or something, then it like loses its scary, you know? If I did something like this, or if I did, you know, how about I like, ooh, it's like turn it around, this, and this is the body of something. Could give it a tail. Ooh, wait, what if that's not a tail, but something greater, such as a arm? This is a gun. He just has a handgun, not handgun, but like, you know, in stuff when they have the gun on their hand, it was like a handgun, arm cannon. If I hate the body of a crab, which I sort of used here, bottom of a crab, Don't look at the phone. What's the head of a creature I hate? And I don't want to just combine creatures. I want to like get inspiration. You know, the creatures from A Quiet Place, their heads kind of look like they have shells. What are the aliens from, what's the disaster alien movie? War of the Worlds. The 2011 or 2013 one. Well, they're not especially scary. They're just kind of weird looking. It feels kind of like I don't want to go too far into like the action-y thing. Like if I gave it wings, right? I feel like that would make it look less scary. You know? I could give it a horse head. Let's just do something, you know? Right now it just looks like a walking sarcophagus, and I need to do something else. This kind of reminds me of like the what is it called? The baby from Resident Evil 8. Oh, this is so bug-like. It's like the movie. Yeah, bug-like. My favorite Pixar movie. You could like split at the back. Could have little droopies. It could even like connect fleshy in a way. This is not its face, by the way. This is its ass. I should probably make sure that's known. Kind of giving cockroach right now, not gonna lie. It's kind of gross, actually. I think I'm doing my job. No, I don't get paid for this. I think I'm doing what I love. Oh yeah, it's actually kind of coming together now, huh? I have an idea though. Actually, I have an idea. You know, I want to really use the shell because that's kind of the main reason, right? Main thing. It's a real shelling point. Oh, I should do stand-up. What are like I don't want to look it up, but like some animals can like, if they have shells like this, they can wick it up, right? It's kind of crazy that I got this from the bottom of a crab. Does not look like that at all anymore, which is thank God. Got more shellfish. Shrimp. I can eat shrimp, but they're gross and they have weird eyes. I'm pathetic. Oh, wait, shrimp have that like, they have their little messed up freaky tendril things. Head of the shrimp itself is in another shell because they got like a sort of this going on, and then they got these, and I like the idea of using these. I want a better way to connect this though. I don't want to just have a shrimp head on this. It's a shrimp with a jaw. It's a doggy. It's a cute dog. No, it's just a cute dog. If I'm really going the shrimp. Oh, dude, that's how big jumbo shrimp are? Jesus Christ. Ugh. Sorry, it's coming back to me. Okay, well, I should use that because I hate it. I'm not gonna put images of this stuff on screen in case if anyone else is like me. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna use that. Why does it do that? Shrimp, or at least this one specific shrimp. It looks like it doesn't have a shell, and so it's all the muscle. And when I'm in a gross competition and my opponent is a shrimp, I'm gonna need bigger legs. We're gonna need a bigger boat. The plaid alien. He's gone plaid. Okay, I need to shut up sometimes. Sometimes I say things that aren't funny. Most of the time, I say things that aren't funny. Hey, so this looks like a motorcycle. Does anyone else see that? It's like, honestly, this might work better as its back. Still looks like a motorcycle. Sometimes we all have days where we just look like a motorcycle. Why is it hairy, you may ask? He doesn't shave. It's a dumb joke. This makes it look more monstrous, but not necessarily scary. Like, if I saw this in real life, I'd be super freaked out and scared and probably die on the spot. But this isn't real life, it's a sketch. So, you see, this looks more monstrous than alien. I wanted to design something with the intent of being scary, but I just think it's really cool now. I feel like I need to do something else with the head area. I just don't know. I don't want to look up a scorpion. That's probably also really gross. But it's kind of the idea I'm having. Ew, why do you look like that? Oh, you freak. You freak, I hate you. That's kind of what I want to do for the... In my memory of what they might look like, stingy buggy bug. Ew, why? Shut up. You know, like, come on. Anyways, they have mandible, and I could use that. That's kind of cute, right? Taking that from a rhinoceros beetle. I don't know if it's a rhinoceros beetle, but one of them has it, and there's one... Yeah, that is the rhinoceros beetle, but it goes up a much higher, and I don't want to do that, so it's just like this. You know, if it doesn't have teeth, it has to have, like, really good saliva or something, right? Or, wait. It can swallow stuff whole, but it can crunch. It can flex its body and crush it, like snakes and stuff. Still looks a little bit like a motorcycle. I won't lie. Don't know what I could possibly do about that if I want to. Okay, we can close the scorpion tab now. Okay. I think this is a pretty cool alien design, wouldn't you say? What is there to necessarily hate about it, I guess? Other than the fact that it's a little gross. It's so bug here and then so alien here, you know? And I think that's kind of a cool way I accidentally did that. I kind of like it. This might be hell to actually finish because I'm gonna try to do a proper render later. But you know, this sketch I'd say works pretty well. It only took me an hour? No, 45 minutes. Okay. Still not that great. Whatever you're seeing right now, I don't know, might be bad, might be good. Alright, so I don't want to do the speed draw because I didn't record the first day of the speed draw, and so like, what's the point, right? While I was researching, I saw this little infographic for crabs, and there was a thing on like how to eat them, and I thought that would be fun to do. So, you know, I set it up as a whole infographic with the anatomy, a little drawing of it, and the stuff about the planet it's from, and then the UFO kitchen spot. Speaking of, it did just start as me putting the little UFO pot from my first one shot, you know, just putting it in there as a reference. Then I thought, you know, it'd be kind of funny if this was all by UFO Kitchen. Like if it was a whole corporation that like eats aliens in some way. And so I thought like it'd be kind of cool if I made the Zadix 12 thing, the little section, say like planet of origin, and make everything feel very corporate, right? Because I feel like that just sounds not humanizing, but like it detaches itself from what it is, I guess. I don't know. I feel like if someone had a heart, they would say home planet, but that's too soulful. So I wanted to get rid of that. I thought I could get sort of, not like a body horror, but like a sort of ew factor from just taking this animal apart. I thought, you know, I hate bugs, but like it'd be kind of cool if I felt bad for the bug, because you know, you only kill it like 7 steps in and you're taking it apart the whole time. It's gross, I would say. I also had to research the anatomy of like mostly scorpions, but also a little bit of crabs for the, you know, the anatomy section, and it was so gross. Oh my god. Oh god, it's horrible. I learned a lot, like what book lungs are, but then I also had to look at spiders for that, and I'm never gonna get over this fear I have of bugs and stuff. It's so gross. You know, I thought They Get Vengeful was kind of funny, so I put that there. You know, it's still supposed to be like a comedic thing, right? I mean, about halfway through all the steps, you know, there's green and blue people. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed making this, even though it took forever. On to the next one. Eldritch. You know what? Let's avoid Eldritch, because the whole thing about it is that it's kind of, it's working with outer beings and that kind of stuff, isn't it? So a cryptid would be much easier to figure out because it's very nature. It's very animal. A lot of cryptids are based around like, you hurt the forest, now I hurt you, like the Lorax. The Lorax is kind of like a cryptid, right? So if people believed in the Lorax, little orange Danny DeVito with a big mustache, what can I say? Because cryptid, other than being like tied to like real life in some way, right? It's a very broad term, because like Bigfoot is a cryptid, but so are like the Fresno Nightcrawlers or flying rods. Those are all 3 of those are cryptids, and they're wildly different. What if I made the Fresno Nightcrawlers but taller and with a belt? I want to get a little more abstract. I know I should actually, should I save the abstract ideas for Eldritch or use them in the cryptid? Because what I'm thinking, right, is jean jacket from Nope. If you haven't watched Nope, skip like 10 seconds starting now. I love that Jean Jacket is an animal and that the ship is alive. Anyways, that might have been 10 seconds, that might have been less, that might have been more, who knows? A guy, but he's long. I feel like this is what a lot of creepypastas are. I never interacted much with creepypasta, but like, I'm sure not all of it was very high quality. So a lot of cryptids take place in the woods. That's their places. They be. Cryptids are often like combinations of different existing animals, but not all the time. I think that's just how it makes it easier to describe. What is it called? The snallygaster. I'm pretty sure it's just like, it has the head of something, the legs of something else, the body of something else, and wings. I'm pretty sure that's what a snallygaster is. Snail, you say? Snail, you say? Snail. I could do something with the snail. What if it's like a snail, but like a man? We could call it the snail, the man snail. The snail man. Snail man. It rhymes with mailman. Wow, look at me. I'm like a comedic genius. You know what? Let's do something with a snail. Snails are kind of cool. They're also gross, and I don't want to look at them, but you know, so are you. But I love you. A bunch of snails in one big shell. That sounds kind of gross and horrifying. Because, again, cryptids don't always have to be, like, living, functioning animals. They could be, like, just whatever. You know, like, you peer in here, and then it's like, snail, 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 you know? And that could be considered a cryptid, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just, like, a lot, I don't know. Maybe not. That one feels like it could be something that actually happens. It's kind of like a rat king. There's something in Bloodborne that's snail-like, right? If I remember correctly. Because, like, people are coming out of the snail shells. It's kind of gross. Like, what if instead of my original idea, it's the bottom half of a guy? He's just miserable in there. Could have multiple exits, right? And then here's my cryptid. I don't know how to do monster designs. I really should have, like, thought. What if it's like a snail spirit, you know? You know, you could use this as a funny helmet. If anyone wants an idea, snail helmet. You know what? This is so stupid, but I'm gonna use it. What if, like, there's just one little snail, and this one little silly snail controls, like, a massive army of people stuck in snail shell. This is basically the plot to Uzumaki, pretty much. Because some cryptids are based on, like, myths and stuff, right? Not necessarily just creatures that exist. Because I could totally see there being something about, like, a snail that takes over something. Yeah, I don't know, you crawl further into the thing, into the snail shell, and rotate yourself like in Uzumaki, and this snail has a kill count of like 5, just 5. Not many people stick their heads in giant snail shells, believe it or not. This is a fun idea. I don't know if it counts as a cryptid, but I'm gonna do it anyways, because I like it. I like this idea. It makes me smile. You might be asking, well, if they climb into it, how is this person facing out? He's in the second way around. You see, what you're supposed to do is you gotta keep climbing in the spiral, you know, until you're fully in there. But you have to come out a little bit to, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't make this stuff. A snail told me to do this. He looks like that guy from Getting Over It now. You know, the one with Bennett Foddy. This is one that I will just add on to later, called the Killer of 5. Does this count as a cryptid? A snail that, like, controls people or something? I don't know. Alright, so I literally just finished this, let's see, 30 minutes ago. So, yeah, I tried using the rule of thirds. The snail, the normal snail, is supposed to be in the cross, but it might not be? I don't know, I might have drawn it wrong, because I just kind of guessed. I eyeballed the rule of thirds, which might not work. I don't know. I'm actually kind of pretty happy with this. For, like, the first few hours of it, though, I was really upset and I did not like it. But as it went on, I was sort of more and more okay with it. After I finished the first shell, which is the one on the dude's head because it's right in the front, right? I somehow got exactly what I wanted. Like, you know, when you imagine something and then you go to draw it and then it's not quite what you wanted. I got that, and that's weird because I never do. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this. At first, it was just the people in the shells, and then I was like, okay, it needs more shells, and so I just made more. I don't know if the cut for the shadow on the one on the right works very well, because it's sort of I don't know, feels wrong. But you can sort of tell what I was trying to do. So I don't know if anyone else sees what I'm seeing right now, but the snail itself feels very understated in a way, where it's like my eyes drift to everything but that somehow. Like, I barely notice the snail when I look at it, which I think works really well for what it is. I mean, it's supposed to be like it's a snail that controls people's minds and makes them crawl into snail shells. So, you know, it hides because it's not actually that strong. Also, I think I might have gotten this idea from the parasite, but I'm not sure. but there is a parasite that gets into snails' eyes and looks like that. I'm not going to show it like the actual picture. You can look it up yourself because it's, you know, it's a little gross. I'm not going to show pictures for a lot of stuff because it's just gross. I don't remember how I learned about that, but I used it and I thought, it's kind of cool. The guy on the bottom right is supposed to have one coming out of his eye too, but I don't know if it worked. I'm happier than last time with the colors that I used. I really find some of the shells satisfying to look at, so I think I did a pretty good job with that, at least. Eldritch, okay. Now we get into the more cosmic territory, potentially. It isn't just cosmic, it could be a spiritual god, not just like a big alien. What's like the actual definition of eldritch? Strange, unnatural, especially in a way that inspires fear. Uncanny, unearthly, and weird in a supernatural way. Okay, I'll think. I am going to be so honest with you right now. I got up to go get a snack, and then I completely forgot I was recording. That's pretty funny, but whoops. Anyways, where was I? We are going to design eldritch being, but what? I suppose I could do, not recently, but I've been playing Darkest Dungeon, and there's a lot of really cool like eldritch designs in that. Or maybe like I've also been playing Fear and Hunger 2. I'm on the second day, and the Moonscorched versions of the main cast can be pretty eldritch at times. Eldritch looking. I'm a little out of gas right now, and a little messed up because my flow little ruined by me forgetting I was recording, so my ideas aren't flowing right now. Eldritch is kind of tough because I can't really think of one thing that makes me think, oh, that's eldritch. Because sometimes they have like a humanoid design, sometimes they're like a big ball of gore, sometimes they're like a dog, you know? What if there's like a little something that collects souls or something, right? And then, okay, so I'm kind of thinking of like, you know those little guys in Elden Ring, and they got the arms and they got the bones everywhere, and they're really annoying. I could do one of those, but also with the Berserk / now Elden Ring with the DLC, Basket Fireman. Okay, let's just try to think maybe on Moon Presence terms of eldritch from Bloodborne. Moon Presence. We need tentacles. Love tentacles in this house. Okay, no tentacles because I don't know how to draw those. I think I could just stick to the soul collector, the dude. But it's got like each got like a backpack of little screaming people. Hey, so quick question. How do streamers do this? I talked for like an hour or something, and now I'm just sick of everything. I don't know, I'm out. Wait a second, what are those like, remember that one video? Oh, here it is, yeah. It's the motor protein. It's like, just a little guy carrying, it's so goofy looking, but that might actually be able to help me. It's like a creature of some sort, but the hair is how contains soul of damned, I guess. I don't know if my mic picked that up because I'm like not thinking about where my mouth is when I say things. Just a giraffe. What does a horse skull look like? Oh, that's weird. Not what I expected. Okay. Honestly, I wasn't so far off. The hair could be tied onto a metal ball. And then this metal ball is the cave that all the dead people would go in. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that. I guess I'll be using color then. Okay. Horse skeleton. I guess this is just what's happening now. Okay, so it's right. This eldritch feels weird. That's for sure. I know this part isn't horse, by the way. I'm not stupid. I'm doing it on purpose. And we're about to take tailbone very seriously. Get it? Because it has a tail. The lore could be like it has a cracked rib or something. That seems like something that would be in the lore of some kind of weird god. This is the kind of thing I see in a game or something, and I think, what kind of freak comes up with that, you know? Someone like me, apparently. Human anatomy. Like, it can still have a little heart in there. It could still have, lungs. You get down here and it's all spilling out. So the intestines and stuff will, like, drag behind, because I'm a little freak and I like that. And, you know, these dragging organs, these go on for miles. I mean, this cage alone is 1 mile. What do I think hell looks like? Hell, I've always liked the idea that hell is just like constant sensory overload. It's like Smiling Friends or something. That would be my hell. What can I put in the background? Let's do some trees and stuff to give it a scale, right? Let's do some like crushed trees, circles to indicate skulls, because that's gonna be a fun one to draw. Okay, so I would say this is Eldritch, right? This feels pretty Eldritch. Alright, so I don't think I really explained my thought process when I originally came up with the sketch just now. So I wanted to do the horse head, right? The bone horse head. And then as I was looking at reference for a horse skeleton, I was like, they have ribs. Humans have ribs. And so I kind of just decided to make a human body, and then I thought that'd just be kind of like, I don't know, just messed up, I guess. I'm not so certain it's clear on that the hair is supposed to be holding the cage and that the cage is full of bones, and if you stand too far away you probably couldn't even tell that maybe, I don't know, that it's holding a bunch of skeletons. As I was doing the sketch for this, I thought it would be kind of cool if it's kind of like lame, right? Not lame, but lame. It can't walk, and so it's just it's crawling on its arms, and its legs are bony, and you can see the Achilles is cut on the 1 foot. I don't know, this is probably like, if I had to come up with lore for it, it would be some kind of tragedy, right? I did, not that you can actually tell, made sure I got human organ placement correctly. You can see the lungs, and then kind of the stomach, but that's it, really. Obviously, the intestines are hanging out. I mostly did normal hatching. I tried cross-hatching in some spots, but I didn't really like how it turned out. So I don't know, I prefer basic hatching solely for the reason that it just feels like what I like more, and I can get it to do what I want easier, I guess. And then for all the skeletons, you see all of them in there? There's only 2 different skeletons. I just kind of copy and pasted 2 skeletons and then just kind of moved them around and just stuck them in there. So I used the rule of thirds in the sketch. I don't know if it worked very well, because I did end up having to kind of move stuff after the original sketch, so it might be wrong. I don't know. I really enjoyed making it though. I feel like I did this a lot quicker than the first drawing, because it's just one subject and didn't even need to color or anything. I really like it. I feel like you see, the thing about me is I never want to try too hard. I don't want to be overly edgy, but I still want to make like dark stuff, if that makes sense. I don't want to do that, really. I want to have dark stuff and messed up stuff, but I don't want to, I don't know, be edgy. And also, I feel like edginess is, I don't know, everyone's so pretentious about like knowing dark subject matter, and it's really annoying, and I don't want to do that. Anywho, that's the end of the video. And again, happy Pride Month. I gotta get it twice because I'm only doing 1 video this month apparently. Go ahead and subscribe, because if you made it this far, then you probably liked the video. And if you liked the video, you should like the video. I will see you next time. Bye.